Good day, everyone. Today, we'll learn how to read a drama like a professor. Imagine this. You are reading a play. You understand the story, you follow the characters, but something still feels missing. That something is exactly where literary understanding begins. When we say read a drama like a professor, we are not talking about reading slowly or using difficult words. We are talking about reading differently. A professor does not read a play just to know what happens. A professor reads to understand how meaning is constructed, why characters behave the way they do, what the play reveals about human nature, society, and power. And most importantly, a drama is not just a written text, it is a performance waiting to happen. So when you read a play, you must train your mind to think like a reader, a viewer, and a director at the same time. Now discuss the nature of drama, text as performance. Let's begin with a very important idea. A play is incomplete on the page. Unlike a novel, drama gives you very little description. It depends heavily on dialogue and performance. That means every line is meant to be spoken, every silence is intentional, every action is meant to be seen. So, as you read, pause and ask yourself, how would this look on stage? For example, if a character says something simple like, I'm fine, do not accept it at face value. Question it, look deeper for the real meaning. Imagine, is the character smiling? Is the voice trembling? Is there a pause before the line? A professor hears the play, not just reads it. Now discuss contextual reading, history, culture, and ideology. Let's go deeper. No play exists in isolation. Every drama is shaped by its time. Before you even begin reading, ask, what was happening in society when this play was written? What cultural values influence the characters? What political tensions are reflected here? Take Oedipus Rex as an example. At a basic level, the story is simple. A man unknowingly kills his father and marries his mother. But a professor asks, what did ancient Greeks believe about fate? What role did gods play in human life? Now the play becomes a powerful question. Is Oedipus guilty or is he a victim of fate? This is how a simple story transforms into a philosophical debate about free will versus destiny. Let us discuss the architecture of drama. Every play has a structure. It is carefully designed. You must learn to recognize its shape. Exposition, introduction of characters and situation. 2. Rising action. Conflict begins. 3. Climax, turning point. 4. Falling action, consequences unfold. 5. Resolution, final outcome. While reading, track the tension. Where does the problem begin? When does it reach its peak? How is it resolved? A professor does not just follow events, they see the design behind them. Now let's talk about characters. Characters are not real people, but constructions. In drama, characters are not real people. They are crafted representations. So instead of asking, who is this character? Ask, why does this character act this way? What conflict do they face? Do they change over time? Let's take Hamlet. A simple reading might say, Hamlet is weak because he delays revenge. But a deeper reading asks, is he weak or morally thoughtful? Is his madness real or strategic? Now Hamlet is no longer just a character. He becomes a symbol of intellectual and moral conflict. Now discuss. Language, every word matters. In drama, language is never wasted. Every line operates on 3 levels. First, what is being said, the literal meaning. Second, how it is being said, the tone. And third, what is actually meant, the subtext. For instance, a line like I'm fine could mean anger, denial, sarcasm. You must learn to listen beneath the words. Consider the importance of being earnest. The characters speak politely, but they are being ironic, they are criticizing society, And they are mocking social rules. A professor reads not just the words, but the hidden meaning behind them. It's not just about the words on the page, it's about uncovering the deeper insights within. Let us discuss stage directions. Many students skip stage directions. That is a mistake. Stage directions are the silent narrator of the script. They tell you how a line is delivered. They tell you how a character moves. They tell you what the setting looks like. For example, he hesitates before answering. This one small detail can suggest fear, doubt, inner conflict. Without it, your interpretation becomes incomplete. Let us discuss dramatic techniques and their purpose. Drama communicates indirectly through techniques. You must recognize them and ask, why are they used? Key techniques include soliloquy, which reveals inner thoughts. An aside is a private message to the audience. Dramatic irony is when the audience knows more than the characters. Foreshadowing hints about the future. In Oedipus Rex, dramatic irony is powerful. Oedipus declares he will punish the murderer, while the audience already knows he himself is the murderer. This creates tension, tragedy, and emotional depth. A professor understands that meaning often lies in what the character does not know. Now let us talk about conflict, the heart of drama. At the center of every play is conflict. Without conflict, there is no drama. Identify external conflict, which is a character versus character, society, or fate, and internal conflict, a psychological struggle within the character. These are key concepts for analyzing literature. Let's examine how conflict develops in a story. What does it reveal? What idea does it represent? In Oedipus Rex, the conflict is both external and internal. External, man versus fate; internal, truth versus denial. A professor sees conflict as more than plot, it is philosophical tension. Let us discuss themes from story to meaning. A play is never just about what happens. It is about ideas. After reading, identify themes such as power and corruption, identity, freedom versus control, and love and betrayal. Then go deeper. What is the playwright saying about these themes? In Hamlet, we see revenge, madness, appearance versus reality. But deeper questions emerge. Is revenge justified? Can we trust what we see? This is how reading moves from story to meaning. Let us discuss symbolism and patterns. A professor always looks for patterns. Notice repeated images, recurring words, symbolic objects. In Oedipus Rex, the idea of blindness is symbolic. Oedipus can see but does not understand. The blind prophet cannot see but knows the truth. Oedipus blinds himself. This suggests true understanding comes at a cost. Now let us discuss reading as performance interpretation. Finally, remember this. A play is not fixed. It can be performed in many ways. So ask yourself, how would I stage this scene? Should the tone be serious or ironic? Should the character speak loudly or softly? Take Hamlet again. If Hamlet speaks slowly and softly, he appears thoughtful. If he speaks loudly and aggressively, he appears unstable. Each choice changes meaning. At this point, you are not just reading, you are interpreting like a director. To read a drama like a professor, read actively, not passively, question every line, connect text with context, think in terms of performance. And most importantly, never accept the surface meaning as final. A play always says more than it appears to say. And once you begin to see that deeper layer, you are no longer just reading drama, you are understanding literature at its highest level. If you want more in-depth lectures on literature and language, follow English with Qaiser Sajjad. You can continue with how to read poetry like a professor, how to read a novel like a professor.